Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica Leonard and I am a mindfulness teacher. And in today's episode of Mindful Mondays, we are going to be exploring what exactly mindfulness is and how to do it. So if you've always wondered how to start meditating or how to bring some more mindfulness into your life, but not really sure what mindfulness is or how to even start, then this is the video for you. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is actually a state. So being mindful is actually a state. If you think of being fit is the state that you get after doing exercise, being mindful is the state that you can get from practicing mindfulness meditation. So meditation is like exercise, just as you have many different types of physical exercise, whether it be rock climbing or weightlifting or running or playing sports, you also get many different types of meditation training for your mind. And depending on what you're wanting to achieve, then different types of meditation can be used and we can train ourselves how to do them. The most popular types of meditation training are mindfulness meditation, which is what we're going to be talking about today. There's also Vedic meditation or mantra-based meditation, where you repeat a certain mantra, a word or a sound over and over again in your head. That's what transcendental meditation is. You also get dynamic meditations, which are moving meditations, and then you also get what's called Vipassana meditation, which is a breath-focused meditation. You get metta meditations or loving kindness meditations, which are amazing. I'll definitely cover those at some point because they're my absolute favorite. And then you also get like visualizations, which are also another meditative technique, which are also really, really powerful. But today we're going to be talking about mindfulness meditation. So mindfulness meditation is a style of meditation that brings about increased awareness of both of yourself, so increased self-awareness, and of others and your surroundings. It also improves your concentration and focus, and it's also very, very relaxing most of the time. And we'll go into some more detail about why those two things are, or those three things, I can count up to three, are super important, and how mindfulness can help us achieve and improve those things. And how do we do it? How do we practice mindfulness? There are many different types of mindful meditations as well. There are a series of different kind of exercises and practices that we can do every day to help bring more mindfulness into our lives. The one we're going to be covering later in the video, and that you can also link to listen on InsightTimer through the link below, is a breath-focused meditation. So we follow the breath, and we then notice when our mind wanders and where it wanders to, and then we bring our concentration back to focus on our breath, and then our mind will wander again, and we bring our focus back, and our mind will wander again, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And the thing is, the more we practice bringing our mind back, the more our mind starts to settle. And in our brain scans actually show that people who do meditation for several weeks, their capacity to actually focus and concentrate for longer amounts of times actually thickens like a muscle as you would train it in the gym. So that's what we're training. We're training up a capacity to notice when our mind has wandered and to bring it back and to focus it on what we want to focus it on. And in this case, it's the breath. And this is important for several reasons. One, because we want to be able to choose where we place our attention. We live in a world where everyone and everything is constantly vying for our attention and fighting for our attention. And quite frankly, profiting off our attention. So all of our devices, all of the social media networks we use, they all profit off how long we are distracted on their platform. So having the ability to notice where our attention is and being able to place it on what we want to place it on, as opposed to someone else controlling our attention, is really, really, really important. Another reason it's important is because science has shown that the more we are distracted, the unhappier we are. And there's a really interesting scientific study on this, and it's called "A Distracted Mind is an Unhappy Mind." And it shows that the more thoughts we have, the more distracted we are in a time frame, say in 30 seconds, we're actually more likely to be more anxious and depressed. And it's not the other way around. We're not having more thoughts because we're anxious and depressed. It's actually the frequency of our thoughts that cause anxiety and depression. And being able to choose where we focus our mind and having fewer thoughts because we're deeply engaged and focused on what we choose to place our attention on means that we actually feel a lot happier, a lot more peaceful, we have a better mood. So that's the other reason that it's really, really important. And the third reason is that when we're in a deep state of concentration, it's often called the flow state. So if you play an instrument or if you play a sport, people often talk about getting into the flow state. I hear that knitting also does it. Not that I've ever really tried knitting, but a lot of people say that in knitting that happens as well. I don't know. But it's basically a state where we're really, really, really focused and all of the other distractions just kind of melt away. And first of all, science has shown that the more time that people spend in a flow state, the happier they are. And also when we're in a flow state, our breath slows down, our heart rate slows down, our thoughts slow down, and we actually enter into a super relaxed state. And this is another thing that we're practicing when we practice meditation, is we're practicing relaxing ourselves. A lot of us who live busy, modern lives are very stressed a lot of the time, and we don't live in a very relaxed state. And that means that when we come to want to relax, like say when we go to sleep, it can be really, really, really hard because we don't know how to switch off. And that's a really common thing that I hear from a lot of people who come to sessions and things. They say, I just don't know how to switch off. I just can't switch off. And that's because we're in a world that's constantly stimulating us, constantly distracting us, and constantly making us stressed. And when we meditate, we're entering into that flow state and we're learning to relax our body, and we're learning how to literally kind of switch off. And that means that when we want to switch off, we can choose to. So when we're going to sleep, we can switch into that relaxed state more. When we're chilling with friends and family, we can switch into that relaxed state quicker and more easily. It doesn't remove our capacity to be, on the ball and stressed if we want to be. So if we're at work and we don't want to lose our edge, it doesn't remove that. It just allows you to have choice about when to be in that state or in a relaxed state. And having that choice is really, really, really helpful and also really liberating. So where to start? This is how what a lot of people ask me, like, how do I even start meditating? Well, the first thing is, I always say, find a teacher that resonates with you, that you connect with, that you like the sound of their voice, whatever it may be, and you just seem to kind of gel with and makes it seem accessible to you. The second thing that I would recommend is just commit to a time when you're going to do your meditation practice. And I'm going to say that it has to be daily. Like, really commit to doing it daily. And then, if there are some days and you miss it, that's okay. We all miss it some days. Like, I've been really busy at the moment and I haven't been able to do my morning practice because I prioritize sleep over my meditation. But I would really commit to a certain time when you're going to do it. I recommend the morning, but obviously that's not going to work for everybody. If people work jobs where they have shift work, if people have young kids that wake them up at 5 a.m, then doing a morning meditation just really isn't a viable option. So find a time in your day that is going to work. So for me, I don't even allow myself to brush my teeth before I've done my meditation, usually. So yeah, I do it first thing for anything. I don't turn on my phone, I don't brush my teeth, I just go and sit down and do my meditation practice. And there is no best time to do it as long as you're doing it daily. The only thing I would say is that if you do it in the afternoon or in the evening before bed, you're more likely to fall asleep. And that can be really good if you have struggled getting sleep, but it also means you're missing out on a lot of the other benefits of mindfulness, and doing it in the morning just allows your day to be kind of infused with that mindful state from the very beginning of your day through to the end. So that's the second thing I'd suggest, is commit to doing a time. And then I would also commit to doing one style of meditation. A lot of meditative techniques have the same outcomes, and we want to remove as many choices as we possibly can, especially when we're pressed for time. We just want to get it in there. So whether you choose one meditation style a month or you just do one specific type of meditation, I would maybe just stick with that, because you don't want to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, what should I do this morning? You want to eliminate as much of that last minute decision as possible. We actually have an online meditation club where we send out monthly meditations. It's kind of like a book club, but for meditations. So that kind of takes that choice element out of the whole situation, and you just know, okay, for this month, this is the meditation that I am doing. And then the third thing, no wait, that was on 3. Why can't I count to 3 today? What is wrong with me? The fourth thing I would say is try and find a group or a community that can support you in this. So if you go and do a meditation course, connect with the people there. There are loads of meditation centers, especially if you live in a city, there's always going to be a meditation center. And also now through apps, you can connect with other meditators. On InsightTimer, the app where my meditations are all stored, you can actually see who's meditating at the same time as you and where they are in the world, and you can send them a message and connect with them. And I just think that is amazing. So really find a group of people that are doing the same thing as you. They can help to hold you accountable, you can share your challenges, and yeah, that's what I'd really recommend doing. So that are my 4 kind of suggestions. Well done, Jessica, you managed to count to 4. So the first one is find a teacher that you connect with. The second one is commit to doing it every day at a specific time. The third one is commit to doing one type of meditation. And the fifth one is to find community. Have I screwed up my counting again? I despair. This is why I haven't done my meditation for the past few days, and this is the result, guys. You can't count to 5. But yes, teacher, time, meditation style, and community. Oh my gosh, this is a struggle. Okay, yeah, that are things that I would definitely recommend doing to get started. And let's get started with a meditation, guys. This is going to be a 10-minute meditation. A lot of people say that when they meditate, they can't stop their mind from thinking. The goal here is not to stop your mind from thinking. You are never going to stop your mind from thinking. Your mind is designed to think just as your heart is designed to beat and your lungs are designed to breathe. If you stop thinking, then it means you're probably dead, which is not good news. So do not worry about your thoughts. We actually need our thoughts in order to practice mindfulness meditation. The other thing people ask a lot is how to sit. I personally find it really comfortable to sit cross-legged when I meditate. I know that's not comfortable for a lot of people. So you can either sit with your feet on the floor and your back upright in a chair. I would just make sure that your back is supported and your feet are flat on the floor. Or you can also lie down, just you're at more risk of falling asleep if you lie down. And yeah, close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. I'll guide you in and out of the meditation, so don't worry about getting out of it. Turn all your distractions off, put your phone off, make sure that no one's going to disturb you, make yourself feel comfortable, and we will get going. So come into your mindfulness position. I personally like sitting cross-legged just because I find it really comfortable, like genuinely find it really comfortable. But the most important thing is that your back is supported and you have your feet on the floor. You can be lying down as long as you're not feeling too sleepy. I like to have a cushion to rest my hands on as well, so I don't kind of pull in my shoulders. This is my favorite chair for meditation, just because I don't know, I feel like I fit very snugly into it and it supports my legs when they're crossed, and I don't know, I just love it. But yeah, just do whatever works for you. So come into your mindfulness position. Make sure that you put your phone away, turned it on airplane mode or on do not disturb, and that you feel safe in the environment you're gonna be in. And for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to guide us into a meditation, and then I will also guide us out of it. As I said, you'll be able to download this and listen to it on InsightTimer with the link in the section below. So let's get started. Just settling your body, coming into stillness. Allowing your eyes to gently close if that's okay with you, or just taking a soft gaze at the floor in front of you. Taking a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Repeating that another 3 times. Now just starting to tune in to the sounds surrounding you. The cars, the birds, people talking, wind in the trees, or perhaps nothing. Allowing these sounds to float in and out. Then noticing the temperature of the room. Does the air touching your skin feel warm or cool? And are you able to notice the light filtering through your closed eyelids? Now starting to check in with your body. Are there any specific areas of discomfort, aches or pains? Is it feeling tired and heavy or restless and energetic? Maybe somewhere in between. And then how's your mind feeling? If you were to give your mind a weather condition, what would that be? Be cloudy and foggy, or sunny and bright blue skies, maybe a bit windy and scattered, or stormy and thundery. We're now going to start to bring our attention to specific body parts, just checking in and noticing the sensations that are already going on there. Not trying to create any sensations or force anything or resist them. Just noticing. Can you feel the pressure of your feet connecting with the surface below them? Noticing the points of connection, and then also the spaces, perhaps at the arch of your foot, where there isn't any connection with the ground. Can you feel the pressure of shoes or socks against your skin? And then starting to scan your attention up your legs. Noticing any points of pressure that connect with any other surfaces supporting you. Perhaps the sensation of your clothing touching your skin. And how about in your knees? Can you feel your knees from the inside out? And if your mind's become distracted, just noticing that. Perhaps acknowledging what it's become distracted by. Now leading it back to notice how the tops of your legs connect with the chair supporting you. Sense of pressure. And then your sit bones, and how they connect with the surface beneath you. Then moving your attention up again to the ring of your pelvis, your hip bones at the front, and the small of your back. How's this area feeling? The lower back can be an area of great discomfort for many people. How's this area feeling for you? And then starting to feel into your digestive system and your other internal organs. And again, noticing if your mind has wandered and where it's wandered to. And guiding it back, like guiding a puppy back to a path that it strayed from. Noticing the movement of your ribs as you breathe in and out. Can you feel your ribs moving against the back of the chair with each inhalation and exhalation? Then noticing if your chest and shoulders move as you breathe. And then noticing how your arms are positioned. And the surfaces that they're coming into contact with. Again, can you feel air coming into contact with any part of your arms? And clothing against your skin. Do your arms move at all as you breathe? And how about your fingers and hands? How are they positioned? Again, is there any tingling or perhaps sensing your pulse in your fingertips? And then bring your attention to your neck and throat. Is there any tension in your neck that you might want to invite just to release and soften? How about the muscles in and around your eyes and forehead? How do they feel? Maybe you can invite them to soften and release. And feeling the whole of your body sat here. All of the different sensations. The movement of your breath. Feeling the weight of your body against the chair. Sense of pressure coming down through your sit bones. Your back against the back of the chair. Again, noticing the sounds surrounding you. The temperature of the room. The light filtering through your closed eyelids. When you feel ready, take a deep breath in and out. Before dropping your chin to your chest and slowly blinking open your eyes. Allowing the light and the colour to flood back in. And just taking a few moments, guys, to fully come back. Noticing how your body and mind are feeling, perhaps compared to before we started. And also acknowledging yourself for taking this time to look after your mind and body. If you've enjoyed this meditation, then you can always find it through the InsightTimer app. And there'll be more like this coming soon. So if you want to keep practicing with us all, then please like, comment and subscribe, and you'll be able to stay in touch and up to date. Thank you very much. Have a good day, guys.